Welcome to the Arizona Unclaimed Property Holder Compliance Unit presentation of Reporting 101. Our Act is a version of the 1995 Model Uniform Act and was adopted in 2001. Our statutes can be found in Title 44, Chapter 3. You may review these at the Arizona Legislative website. What is unclaimed property? It is defined as any asset which is held, issued or owed in the course of business that has remained unclaimed by its owner for a specific period of time ranging from 1 to 15 years. Each type of property has its own dormancy period, with most falling in the 3-year category, such as insurance policy refunds, securities, accounts payable, cashiers and vendor checks, as well as dormant savings and checking accounts. However, wages and commissions are only 1 year. Please keep in mind everything is both reportable and remittable, including small amounts down to a penny. What is not unclaimed property? De minimis property is defined as any account balance of business associations of $50 or less payable to another business association. These are commonly vendor checks and accounts payable items. Gift certificates or property denominated in value other than currency, such as electronic gift cards, non-refundable tickets, stored value cards, and merchandise points are all exempted by the Arizona statutes. Real estate, boats, travel trailers, and the like are not considered property under our laws. The only tangible property that is reportable to us are safe deposit boxes held under lease by financial institutions. Your responsibilities as a holder are implementation of proper controls, performing due diligence, filing the report, remitting the property, and retaining your report records. These are the 5 key elements for compliance with Arizona unclaimed property law. Why do businesses and governments need to review their records and report? Simply because it's the law. You must review your records annually for potential unclaimed property. You will want to ensure your company has policies and procedures in place to comply with applicable state laws and record retention requirements. Prior to 120 days of reporting, you must make an attempt to locate and return property to its owner if there is an address on file and records do not indicate the address is bad and the value of the property is at least $50. After determining your abandoned property and due diligence has been performed, you must report and remit the property to us. We encourage you to file reports with the appropriate states, but if you are incorporated and/or domiciled in Arizona and you have found you have items for other states which are incidental property, meaning less than $1,000 and/or less than 10 items, you may report them to Arizona. We will forward the property on to the appropriate state in the future. However, we cannot accept any property for California, Texas, or Oklahoma. You must file directly with those states. Because states' laws are subject to change, we advise you contact any other state to ensure they allow us to accept the property on their behalf. Arizona has 2 annual due dates for reporting unclaimed property. Life insurance companies must report before May 1st, and all other businesses must report before November 1st. Sometimes a holder cannot comply with the due date. Personnel may change, or even natural disasters may strike. As soon as you are aware you may need additional time, please contact us for an extension. There are due dates by which to request an extension. Statute allows for us to require a partial payment with your request. However, we are not currently requiring any payment with your request for extension. Please be sure to give us the full entity name, including any subsidiaries that may be affected, tax ID number, the reason for the extension, and the amount of time you need to complete the reporting requirement. This is the Arizona Unclaimed Property website. We have included links to key information found on our website at the end of this presentation. Holder resources are located here. Please move your mouse pointer over the box reading Holders to Report Property to show the drop-down menu for reporting assistance. Let's take a look at the Quick Reference Guide page. The Quick Reference Guide was designed to assist you in basic unclaimed property reporting questions, such as how do I make the check payable? or to where do I send the report and payment. It also includes the remit year tables to assist in determining when items are to be reported. This information is located both on our website and in our publication 651. From our holders menu, you can select the Forms link for all Arizona forms related to unclaimed property reporting. The Forms webpage contains not only reporting forms and their instructions, but also the Reimbursement Request Form 670 and our publication 651. You may report on the paper forms if and only if you have 10 or less items. The 650A is used for cash-only reports, and the 650B is used for securities with cash reports. We will now begin the tutorial on completing these forms. This is the Report of Abandoned Property, Form 650A. This form or its equivalent from Unclaimed Property software must be signed and accompany every report and payment that is submitted to the state. If either your form or payment is sent under separate cover without previous notification, they may be returned to you or you will be contacted by the Holder Compliance Unit. Your report will not be processed until both are received. We will now go through each section of the Form 650A. Section 1 is where you enter your entity information. The contact person listed here needs to be able to assist our holder unit with any questions regarding the filing of the report. Please note, we ask that you do not staple the report forms or the check to the forms. This impedes our processing effort and causes delays. Section 2 is the customer contact who should be able to assist the property owner or our claims area with any questions regarding the property listed. Section 3 is where you list the amount of your report. Arizona's aggregate limit is $50. Items under $50 do not need to be listed individually on the report, but we do ask you provide any information that you have for these owners, as the more information we receive with your report, the less likely we are to contact you each time a claim is filed. Section 4 contains the entity declarations and indemnity agreement. Please be sure to review this information. Section 5 is the signature area for the employee or agent authorized to sign on behalf of the holder. Your report cover sheet must be signed to be accepted. This is the Report of Abandoned Securities Form 650B. This cover sheet is to be used if you have securities to report with 10 or less owners. The instructions are the same as the 650A, with the key difference being Section 3, Summary of Abandoned Securities Reported. You cannot submit securities properties as aggregate. All owners must be listed separately. Some requirements for securities reporting are included in this section, but complete instructions are located under Reporting Securities on our website. The Arizona Verification and Checklist form is not mandatory. However, it assists us with processing the report and may prevent calls should we have questions related to the listed property types. Place a check mark for each property type being reported. This form is not fillable. Please note the 652 Schedule A is to be used only if you have 10 or less properties. The 652 must accompany every report that is not filed electronically. We do not accept Excel, Word, or Access spreadsheets containing your reported property. If your report forms or payment is mailed separately without prior notification, they may be returned to you or you may be contacted by the Holder Compliance Unit. Your report will not be processed until both are received. We will now go through each section of the Form 652. This form is where you enter the owner information. We ask that you enter any and all information that you have, as this will assist us in verifying ownership of the funds that you have submitted. If you do not have information for that field, you can leave it blank, enter unknown, or NA. Holder name, your entity name, your federal identification number, grand total remitted, this is the total of the whole report, item number, number of item on the report, this is sequential, 1, 2, 3, etc. Account number, this is your account number or reference number that you have for the property and or owner. Check number, this is the original check number issued for the owner. NAPA property type, this is a required field. You will find this code on our website under reporting codes. Cash amount remitted. This is the amount due the owner. Even if there is only one owner, you must complete this field. Interest rate. This is for interest-bearing accounts, such as checking accounts, savings accounts, and CDs. Last activity date. The last time you had contact with the owner, the date that the dormancy period began. Owner's last name. Owner's first name, middle initial. Please only list one owner in this field. If there's more than one owner, please list additional owner information in the correct field below the shaded line. Owner's mailing address. This is the last known address for the owner, even if you know they are no longer there. City, state, zip, country, owner's tax ID, SSN, FEIN, or ITIN, which is the individual taxpayer identification number for foreign nationals, owner's date of birth, if known. NAPA Relationship Code. This is a required field. You will find these codes on our website. Please read the relationship codes carefully to ensure that payment will be made correctly. The next line of fields pertains to specific property reports of safe deposit boxes or securities. Fees, drilling costs, for safe deposit box reports only. Number of shares remitted, security mutual fund name, and CUSIP number are for securities reports only. Date of death of the owner, if known. Arizona requires that any report with more than 10 properties must be filed electronically in NAPA standard format. If we do not receive this file, you will be contacted by the Holder Compliance Unit. Your report will not be processed until this file is received. If you are sending electronic media containing your NAPA file, be sure to adhere to the instructions on this slide. If you lock your NAPA file with a passcode, you must email the passcode to us at reportingunclaimed.azdor.gov or provide contact information with your report and payment. Please note that NAPA files with HDE extensions are encrypted and do not require additional passcode protection. Be aware if you attempt to open the file, you will corrupt it and we will need to request a new file. NAPA files with HRS extensions are not encrypted, and you may wish to protect them with a passcode. Some unclaimed property software files contain the extension SDX. Do not send these files unless you are submitting unclaimed safe deposit boxes. This file is designed for financial institutions reporting this type of property. We have included links to providers offering free reporting software and web-based services on our website. HRS Pro. This is a software program accessed only on the computer to which it is downloaded. This software must be updated through the provider every 6 months or as they require. You may submit the NAPA file on the electronic media and include with your payment and cover sheet, or through UP Express, which we will discuss on the next slide. Take note, the state of Arizona does not provide technical support of any reporting software. And remember, if you use any type of reporting software, whether it is for one owner or 700, you must send us the NAPA file created. UP Express is a software as a service web application you may use to upload your NAPA file to Arizona. You must submit your payment, original signed cover sheet, and a copy of the submission confirmation page provided by UP Express directly to our unit to complete processing of your annual report. This is the negative report of abandoned property, Form 650D. Although negative reports are not required by statute, we do recommend you file to keep your holder contacts current and retain a consistent filing history. Section 1 is where you enter your entity and current contact information. Section 2 is where the authorized individual will sign. Please mail the completed 650D to the address at the bottom of the form. Arizona does not accept electronic negative reports. Should you have questions or need assistance with reporting unclaimed safe deposit boxes, please contact the vault supervisor. If you need to get your company up to date in filing your Arizona abandoned property reports, please see our website regarding voluntary compliance filing. In order to join our Voluntary Compliance Program, or VDA, you must not have been contacted by audit staff. You must report all items for the last 10 years and file timely in the future. If your request is approved, we will not charge penalties or interest. Please feel free to contact us for any assistance with reporting unclaimed property. Thank you for viewing our Reporting 101 presentation. Please take a moment to complete our holder survey at the link above. Let us know if the information provided was helpful and if there is anything else you would like to see in the future. The next 2 slides contain the links to our website for the key holder topics we discussed.